Welcome to Braille Institute. Now we are studying the continuously payable cash flows, payment streams. So in last class we studied the discrete cash flows. Now we are going to study the continuous cash flows. What is the discrete cash flows? In discrete cash flows, for example, salary is crediting in the end of the month. So this is a sum of some amount. One sum amount of $10,000 is credited, or $1,000 is credited in the end of the month, and next month also we received the $1,000. Every month it's a some amount. Or quarterly we received 4,000 some amount, and every quarter is getting the same amount. So this amount, what is the particularity? In a some amount is receiving in a quarter. Particular amount is receiving in a quarter. There is no in between any salary amount. So this is the discrete cases. Now we are studying the continuous cases. In continuous cases, we will say that, for example, we are getting $240 in a year. It is evenly in a year. They will say that it is evenly in a year. Evenly in a year. That means it is equally distributed in a year. So that means it is equally distributed, spread or distributed in a year. So this is a 0, is a 1 year. This 240 amount equally distributed in a year. So what will be the per day? So we can check with the 1 day how much will be the. So how to get 240 multiply with 365? I'm taking year as a 365. So we'll get 0.657. So 1 day payment will be the 0.657 because it is equally distributed in a year. So 240 multiply with 360. So any day, if you are taking 1 day in here, this is a 1 day in a year after 6 months. So this day, particular day, what will be the our payment will be the 0.657. Here if you are taking end of the year 1 day, here is taking the 1 day. So what will be your payment? The payment will be 0.657. So because it is equally distributed in a year. So how we are getting this one in a particular date? We are saying that 240 is a rate of payment. We can call the rate of payment. Rate of payment in a year, it is 240. This 240 we are multiplying with the small time interval dt. That we can say this rate of payment will say that rho t. Rate of payment is representing rho t. So this 240 is multiplied with the small time interval. So rho t dt. So this is the rate of payment in a particular time, small time interval. So this rate of payment is representing 240, and in a particular small time period, how much it is paid. So we are multiplying with the small time period. Now for example, if this 1 day we calculate like that. If we are calculating weekly payment, so every particular week 240, I am taking week as a 52. So it is getting 4.62. So any particular week I am taking here to here, it is a 1 week of time. In this particular week, how much payment I received? 4.62 payment received. Any particular week I am taking in a year, here 1 week I am taken. I am taking the 1 week in end of the year. So here also 4.62. If I am taking end of the year 1 week, so there also 4.62. If we are taking any week, it will be equally distributed. And if I am taking 1 month, how much it will be? If you are taking 240 multiply with the 1 by 12, so it is 20. If you are taking 20, 1 month time, so this is my 1 month time. It is a 20. Payment I received the 20. Here I am taking 1 month time. So here is 1 month time. My payment will be 20. So any month here, last month also my payment will be 20. So any month I am taking, my payment will be 20 because it is equally distributed. If I am taking half yearly, so 6 months, so my payment will be 120. If I am taking half yearly, here to here, half yearly, what will be my payment? Payment will be 120. Here also 120. Because it is equally distributed or evenly in a year. So $240 is a constant per year. And say that 240 is my rate of payment. 240 is saying that my rate of payment in a year, that is representing roti. Any small time interval, getting the roti multiply with the dt, then we'll get the any small time interval, what is the payment. So roti multiply with the dt is a small time interval, my payment in small time interval. Next, now we are calculating what is the total payment in some particular period. So it is equally distributed. So we can say that it is equally distributed. I am taking again one more line because so this is equally distributed 0 time and 1 year. I want to find out this is 1 month to up to 6 months. How much my payment? Total payment in between 1 month and 6 months. So here you see, we know that 1 month payment total is 20, 6 month payment is 120. So up to here it is a payment is 20 and up to here my payment is 120. Then what will be my payment here? That we can easily say that it is 100. Up to here it is 1 month is 20, up to here is 6 months is 120. So my payment will be up to 1 month to 6 months will be 100. But you don't calculate like that. Now we need to calculate the particular period of time. What is my payment? 1 month to 6 months. How to get so I am getting this payment, total payment, it is representing as a MT. My total payment is representing as a MT. What is the MT? MT, my total payment is, I am asking about 1 month to 6 months. So how to calculate? This is the first 6 months has to calculate. Then we need to minus of 1 month. So how to calculate my 6 months payment, total payment up to 6 months minus of total payment to 1 month. How you received? So here it is a 6 months total payment of 6 months minus of total payment of M1. How will get this one? This one will get the integration of 1 to 6 months. 1 by 12 is my payment of 1 to 6 months. So this is a 6 months of time. Thus you can write like that, 1 month of time. So I am integrating the roti dt. This is the rate of payment in a particular time. So integrating this one will get the total payment. So integrating 1 month to 6 months. In this term, this is a rate of payment in particular small time period. So integrating from for the 5 months of time. This is a 6 months minus 1 month. So this 5 months of time, how will get we are integrating from here to here. This is a time interval 1 month to 6 months roti dt. So here we will get how we can integrate here. It is a 240 is my dt, 1 divided by 12, here 6 by 12. So how to get 640, 240 t. So integrating 240 dt is equal to 240 t. 6 by 12 divided by 1 by 12. 6 by 12 minus of 1 by 12. So 240, 6 by 12 minus of 240, 1 divided by 12 is getting the 100. So this is the total payment in particular time. Total payment in particular time from 1 month to 6 months. So generally we can write the formula, integration of this time interval I am taking alpha and this time interval I am taking beta, m alpha minus m beta, m alpha minus m beta, m we can take m beta is a second time, m beta minus m alpha is equal to alpha to beta rho t dt. So this is the formula we can write here. M beta minus M alpha is equal to integration of alpha to beta rho t dt. So this is the formula for the total payment in a particular time. So hope you understood about the rate of payment and total payment, how to calculate the total payment. We can take one more example with a different amount. In a particular month, my payment was the $1,200. Maybe it will be a subscription payment, whatever maybe. My payment in a year is a total amount is constant. In a year, it is a total amount is constant, 1,200. This 1,200 is evenly distributed in a year. $1,200 is evenly distributed in a year. So what will happen? We can say that this is a raw payment is equal to my rate of payment, that we can call the rate of payment. If we are getting MT is the total payment at a time up to time t. So if you know the MT, we can get the rho t. How will you get? If you are integrating, how you getting the MT? If you are integrating here, so same way if you are differentiating, rho t is equal to m dash t. If you are differentiating this term, we will get the rate of payment. If you are differentiating MT, total payment, then we will get the rate of payment. So in rate of payment is 1,200. So in a particular time, small time interval, I am finding out a small time interval, 1,200 per day, how much you will get. So 1,200 I multiply with 365, 1 divided by 365, I received that 3.29 will be my payment will be 1 day. If you are calculating, per day I have to pay per day. Per day will get 3.29, or per day I have to pay the 3.2. So this 1,200 evenly distributed in a year means in any day I am taking here 1 day, my payment will be 3.29, or I receiving the payment of 3. Here 1 day, that is a continuous payable cash flows. So this is continuously payable cash flow. So I am taking small day here, small 1 day, 3.29. So continuously payable in a year, because it is equally distributed. 1,200 is equally distributed. If it is continuously payable in a week, what will be my payment? 1,200 is taking the small time. If I am taking the week, so 1 week will be 23. This all approximate value. So I am taking 1 week here. What will be my payment 1 week? So 23. I have to pay 23 amount in a week. So it is continuously payable. We are taking any particular time. Here I am taking 1 week. My payment will be the 23. Or I am receiving the payment of 23. Here I am taking the, so total payment from here to here I am taking the constant, and it is evenly distributed in a year. So per week we will get the $23. So like that it is distributed every week. So every day we are distributed like that. Any small time interval also it is distributed in a year. So how to find out the total payment? So 1 month will be 1,200, 1 divided by 12. So 1 month will be 100. If you are taking 6 months, 1,200, 6 divided by 12. So it will be a 600. So in half year, if you are taking the half year, payment will be the 600. This half year also I will get a payment of 600, because it is evenly in a year, spread equally in a year. So that we studied in last example, and I studied also what is the total payment in a particular time period. I am taking the particular time period 1 month time to 6 months time. Here is a 6 months time. So my alpha is equal to here beta is equal to 6 months time. So m beta minus m alpha, then only this particular period I will get. So this is a 1 month time and 6 months time. I am integrating alpha to beta rho t dt. So rho t here is my rate of payment is 1200. So integrating like that 1200 dt. So I will get the 1200 t 6 by 12 1 by 12, it is 500. Getting this here also. If we find out this, here up to here it is a 100. We know that 1 month payment is getting 100, 6 months payment is 600. So this in between payment will be the 500. So total payment is calculating in a particular time period. We are integrating in that time interval and we are getting the total payment. Hope you understood how to find out the total payment. Sometimes this rho t, this is a constant amount. Sometimes will give you like that 100 plus 25t. Rate of payment is equal to 100 plus 25t. Then how will get the total payment? T in a year. T will give in a year. T in a year. Total payment we need to find out 0 to 3 years. We are saying that 0 to 3 years. Then how to find out? So total rate of payment in 100 plus 25t. It is in a t terms. T is representing in a year. So rate of payment here to here we are representing the 100 plus 25t. Last time we represent a constant. Now it is a 100 plus 25t. So how to get 0 to 3 years? 3 years total payment m t. 3 years we are integrating this terms 100 plus 25t dt. So integrating will get 100t plus 25t square divided by 2 all 0 to 3. Like that we are integrating, will get the total payment. So here we are studying this rate of payment is given in terms of t, function of time t. So we are integrating it again. This rate of payment will getting the total payment in a particular time period 0 to 3. We can take some example. In insurance company issuing the 10,000 policies in a year. 10,000 policies in a year. So it is evenly distributed. 10,000 policies in a year. And they are receiving the weekly payment $10. This policy is issued for the 10 years only. So we can say that 0 to 1 year. Per year they are getting the 10,000 policies. 10,000 policies. So it is evenly distributed. Evenly distributed in a year. Spread in a year. In a year. That means in a 6 months how much policy will received? In a 6 months time. In a 6 months time will be how much policy will received? 10,000. 1 divided by 6 divided by 12. So 5,000 policy may be received in a particular time period. In a 6 months of time we will receive the 5,000. Because 10,000 policies distributed in a year. 1 month how much will 1 month how much policy will receive? So this will be the 833. So this is rate of payment is calculating by the 10,000 multiplied with the time t. So 10,000 1 divided by 12 is getting the 830. So particular month, 1 month will get number of policies 833.33 policy has to get, because it is evenly distributed. In 6 months of time we will receive 5,000 policies. In this policy is a weekly payment. Weekly payment and particular year, in a year they are saying that 52.18 week is there. Then what will be my rate of payment for 1 year? How to calculate rate of payment for 1 year? We are issuing the 10,000. So 10,000 t. 10,000 t. So this is a particular time. We can find out the, if you are giving that time, then we'll get the particular time how much policy is issued. And it is a $10 per week. This question is given in the per week payment of $10. Each policy have the per week payment of $10. So in a question is saying that 10,000 is distributed evenly in a year, and weekly payment, each policy have the weekly payment $10. Each week per week $10 for each policy. So in a year we are taking the 52.18. So what will be the year, entire year? What will be the rate of payment for the entire year? So in a year means we have a 52.18 week, and we are issuing 10,000 policy. 10,000 policy. This is rate of payment is T, 10,000 T, and each we are collecting the $10. So this is the my 52.18,000. This is T. So this is my rate of payment per year, 52.18,000 T. So this is my rate of payment per year. How will get in this rate of payment per year? Like that, they are saying that 10,000 policies evenly distributed in a year, and per week it is a each policy is collecting the premium in per week. Per week each policy premium was the $10. So this is $10 is a premium amount. Premium amount is $10. So each policy premium is collecting $10, and we are calculated that 52.18 week in a year. So how much will get the 1 year? We are issuing 10,000 policy. 10,000 into 52.18 week is the weekly collection of payment. So this is the total, and each week we get in the $10. So now they are asking question, what is the total payment? Total payment in 3 years of time. 3 years of time. Then how to get 3 years of time? It is a 3 years we have to get a 0 to 3, 52.18,000 T dt. 180,000 T dt. If you are integrating, we will get 52.18,000 T square divided by 2, 0 to 3, we will get answer of 2609,2348,1000. We will get like that. So that is the answer. For the 3 years, we will collect the total amount of 2348,1000. So in question particularly, number of policies issued in a year, it is rate of payment. Determine the rate of payment, because it is 10,000 is constant in a year, but immediately will not issue this 10,000, because in year starting will be 0, time will be 0 policy issued, 0 policy. But in a 1 year time 10,000 policy issued. So rate is changing this number of policies. Rate is changing the number of policies. So in a time 0 we issued a 0 policy, but in a particular time 1 month, particular month we are maybe issued in 833 policies. In a particular 6 months of time we issued 5,000 policies. So it is changing. Here in particular 1 month we issued 833 policies. So it is changing in a year. So 10,000 policies end of the year will get the 10,000 policies. So week we are taking 52.18 week in a year, and each policy have the premium paying per week. It is per week premium $10. Premium is paying per week $10. So each policy is getting total payment in a year, we getting 52.18. This is rate of payment policies into dollar, then we'll get it like that. So in integrating from 0 to 3, we'll get 3 year total payment. If you are want to find out the 5 years 0 to 5, if you are integrating, we'll get the 5 year policy total payment. So this is, hope you understood about the continuously payable cash flows. In continuously payable cash flows, we'll talk about the row T, and a small time interval will integrate the rho t and dt will get the small sum amount is getting by rho t multiply with the small time interval dt, and total payment is finding out the equation m beta minus m alpha is equal to, we are integrating beta rho t and dt, so we'll get the total payment in a particular time period. Hope you understood continuously payable cash flows, and again we have another 10 more classes there about this chapter, so we can study about the what is a continuous payable and rate of payment and valuing, how to value the cash flows. Thank you.